Hey guys, Reis here with Cranberry Alarm Ri3D. Today we're going to be taking a look at our ground intake for the notes. This utilizes the Thrifty Bot poly belts to basically pull the notes from the ground and into the robot to allow for further manipulation. We got a chance to really tidy everything up and get this thing fully working, and proud to show you guys what we got coming up on First Updates Now.
This video on fun is brought to you by viewers like you and also in partnership with the following. Discover how Kettering University students engineer their success with Kettering's amazing co-op employment programs where students earn great pay and gain valuable experience. Those accepted into Kettering University can apply for a robotics scholarship, providing up to an additional $5,000 a year in tuition assistance. Head on over to kettering.edu/first to learn more and apply.
So looking forward at the intake, you can kind of show our goal of this was to make it touch it, own it. So we have about, from the bottom edge of these poly belts right here to the ground is about 1.5 inches. And then between the spacing between the two belts here, we have about 1.75 inches. And so on the Neo over here, we're running an 11 tooth pulley with a 60 tooth pulley here. So in total, it's pretty close to about a 6 to 1 ratio. And then everything else is 1 to 1. We are not direct driving with timing belt the bottom roller. We're only driving this through the poly belt. And that's important because you need to have good tension if you want to be driving it only using the poly belt. We went ahead and removed some of the top rollers here, and that to help alleviate some of the tension because we're a little too tight, and we seem to be having no issues. The poly belts seem to be staying right where they need to be. Even when we're side loading with the note, the poly belts seem to do a really good job staying on there. It's important to note that you're going to need these rivets. We're currently only operating with 2. It would be good, it would be wise to operate with all 4, but for now, working with 2 is working pretty well for us. So go ahead and demo this. Oh, we're not enabled. There we go. Oop, go ahead. There we go. Yeah, drive into it. Go ahead. Drive into it. Perfect. So you can see it's very reliable, and it does a good job. As soon as we come in contact with it, it does a good job of just sucking it right into the robot. So, and there we go. And driving into it even at a fast speed seems to work pretty reliably for us. There we go. And even when we come in at a slight angle, we seem to be able to grab it pretty well, even when we're misaligned like that. Go ahead, run it. Due to the nature of the note being circular itself, it does a pretty good job of self-aligning. So let's go and do a quick demo of just the robot running some quick cycles, picking up some of the game pieces. It's important to note that not every driver is perfect, and this intake is no disrespect to Corey, but every driver is going to have their flaws, and it's going to be important to make your intake on your robot as wide as possible. So this is just a prototype intake. Moving forward, we'd like to make this a full width intake to really optimize the driver air, and there's going to need to be some sort of centering involved with that. But for now, this is working pretty well, and we'll just go ahead and keep running some cycles to show you what we got. All right. And game piece acquisition is going to be one of the most important parts of the game, and you're going to want to make sure that you minimize the amount of time you're spending trying to acquire a game piece. So it's really important when you have a ground intake that as soon as you touch that game piece, it's the next step of the game piece is that it's moving into the robot. So one of the biggest flaws with this robot right now, this intake, is that we are not doing anything with the game piece. So you saw right there that the game piece was falling out. It's going to be important that once you bring that game piece in, you're going to want to be able to do something with it from there. Yeah, let's do it. Sometimes when the human player is going to unload the unload the game piece into the source zone, you may get some game pieces like this. So you can see there we only grabbed one, and that's going to be important so you don't get that penalty. Yeah, let's do it. And then in a very rare case, you may never find this, but if you do find two stacked on top of itself, you can see we handle that rather well. So that's about it for our intake update. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to check out more Ri3D videos on First Updates Now.
This video on fun is brought to you by viewers like you and also in partnership with the following. Discover how Kettering University students engineered their success with Kettering's amazing co-op employment programs where students earn great pay and gain valuable experience. Those accepted into Kettering University can apply for a robotics scholarship, providing up to an additional $5,000 a year in tuition assistance. Head on over to kettering.edu/first to learn more and apply. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay up to date on our new videos. Keep the conversation going and provide your input to our content. Watch our live shows at twitch.tv/firstupdatesnow. Join our Discord at discord.gg/firstupdatesnow and check out Fun FTC on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and First Updates Now on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter.